Good morning, children. Today we start online class for class 10. In this class, we will discuss a topic named evaporation. Evaporation. Okay, what is evaporation? Before discussing this, we'll see a simple examples like when wet clothes dry. Understand, children? When wet clothes dry, the water disappears from the clothes. Where does the water go? And in the second case, we will wash the floor of a room. After certain minutes, after a few minutes, the floor gets dry and water disappears into the air. Where does the water go from the floor to where? We will see this point. Next, third one is take a few drops of spirit onto your palm. While taking the spirit onto your palm, you will feel that your skin becomes colder. Understand, children? In the first case, we have deal with wet cloths. Whenever we put the wet cloths in the sun, they'll dry. Where does the water disappears? Next, floor of a room. Next, spirit onto your palm. Understand, children? By observing these, we'll go to the topic in clear. Evaporation means what? For this, we will do one activity, children. For this, you need two petri dishes. This is one petri dish, and this is another petri dish. Petri dish number 1, petri dish number 2. Take 1 ml of spirit in both the petri dishes separately. Okay, 1 ml of spirit. 1 ml of spirit. Okay, you have taken 1 ml of spirit in both the petri dishes separately. Right now, you keep one of the dishes containing spirit in it under a ceiling fan. Okay, under a ceiling fan. This should be kept under a ceiling fan. And the next dish should be closed with its lid. This lid. What is lid? The covering part of the petri dish. This has to be covered. This is the lid. Understand, children? In the first petri dish, you need not to cover any lid. You just keep open and under the ceiling fan you open and get the petri dish like that. But in the case of petri dish number 2, you close the lid of the petri dish. After you observe what will happen, means what you will notice after certain minutes. Okay, after 5 minutes, when you look at this petri dish, what will happen? What you will notice is simply the spirit which is in this petri dish disappears. While looking at the petri dish number 2, the same quantity which have you put at the first case, means at the starting case, whatever you put, that much quantity of liquid or spirit will be contained in the petri dish. Why? Because you closed the lid of this dish. And when compared to this dish, what happens in this case? The spirit has been disappeared into the air. Okay, what was the reason why it disappeared into the air? We'll see in clear. Okay, children, for this, you take a big tumbler. For our idea, for our sense, I am taking a big tumbler, and this is all of spirit. Understand, children? This is spirit. What does the spirit contain? Molecules. In the spirit, there is a tiny molecules you cannot able to see. They are not visible to your naked eyes, children. They are microscopic. Okay, children. These are all the molecules in the spirit. What happens is, in the spirit, all the molecules move in random directions with random speed. They move as they wish, up to down, down to up, left to right, right to left, whatever it may be. All the molecules which are in the spirit move in random speeds in various directions. As a result, when they are moving like that, what will happen? One molecule come to close to the other molecule and they collide each other. Yes or no, children? When we are moving in a public, in a society, in random ways, what will happen? We don't know. Someone is coming in this direction. We collide him. Yes or no? Like this, like this. Same here also. One molecule collide with the other molecule. Then what happens? This molecule. If this molecule collide this molecule, the energy of this molecule will be lost. Understand, children? During collision, they lost energy. Understand, children? They lost their energy and they transfer this energy to the other molecule. But suppose, see, here there are two molecules. This molecule has struck this molecule, means collision happened. So what happens? The energy of this molecule will be lost. And the energy lost by this molecule will be transferred to this molecule. Understand? The same process repeats. What will happen? The surface. This is the surface. Okay, the molecules which are present on the surface acquire this energy. Understand, children? The molecules which are at the surface acquire this energy and they fly off. And they fly off into the air. They fly off into air. Sir, no. Right now you understand some part of this concept. Understand? When one of the molecule collide with the other molecule, they lose their energy and whatever the lost energy is gained by this molecule and they go to the surface and they fly off into the air. Understand, children? Then what happens, some of these molecules which are going into air will be directed back. Due to what reason? Because when they collide with the particles of air, understand, children? Some of the escaping molecules will be directed back. Again, they return back. Only some quantity they return back. Due to what reason? Because here the particles of air, they are colliding with the particles of the air. So some of the molecules again return back to the liquid. But when you notice, the molecules which are returned back is less when compared to the escaping molecules. Means escaping molecules, that is nothing but Em, will be increases. Returned molecules decreases. Understand, children? Escaping molecules will be more when compared to the returned molecules. Understand, children? Right now what happens? This process continues till the entire liquids decreases. This is the concept, children. Okay, all the molecules collide with the other molecules. They transfer their energy to the other molecules and the molecules which are at the surface acquire these energies and they fly off to the air. Some of will be returned back and some fly off into the air. So that what happens after a few minutes, the liquid slowly decreases. Then there will be no liquid in the petri dish. This is the reason, children. That's why one of the concept is, if you know that your mother dry a wet cloth in the sun on a hot sunny day. What happens? The water molecules will be present in the cloths. Suddenly a heavy wind is coming and striking the cloth. Then what happens? The water molecules which are at the bottom collide with the molecules at the surface. For suppose this is the molecule at the bottom, molecule at the surface, collide with the molecule at the surface, and this fellow lose their energy and this fellow gain the energy and fly off into the air. All molecules, same process, they do like that and they will escape. After some minutes, after certain time, the clothes get dry. The same concept, the floor also gets dry after few minutes. This is the reason. We'll see definition in few minutes, children. Children, this is the definition of evaporation. Evaporation is defined as the phase change from liquid to gas. Okay, what is phase? Phase is nothing but state. Change of state from liquid to gas. We already discussed that in the spirit, that is a liquid. Spirit is nothing but a liquid. In the liquid, molecules present, they are turning into gaseous. When they collide with other molecules, they lose their energy. They transfer their energy to the other molecules. They fly off from the surface. This is the concept. Means when they fly off into the air, what will happen? They obviously get into the air. Means state of change from liquid to gas. Evaporation is a cooling process. Evaporation is a cooling process. How, sir? Can you say any one example? Yes, I will say that. See, simply when we do any kind of work, we get sweat. Yes or no? What's the reason behind it? Simply when we do our work, we spend our energy mostly in the form of heat from our body. You all know that. Okay. At the same time, your body temperature is high. To cool that, what happens, inside your body, sweat glands are present. Okay, the sweat glands starts evaporating water to cool the internal system. Understand, children? This is the process happens in your body. So whenever you get sweat, you don't need to fear. No problem, some sweat is coming. What is this? You don't want. When sweat comes from outside, from the body, then your system cools. The internal system of you cools. Understand, children? This is the concept evaporation. One of the best concepts. Thank you, children.